We all know Gerrit Cole is elite, but here's the real question. What happens when he faces the absolute best hitters in baseball? Does he still dominate, or does he come back down to earth? With him finally slated to once again don pinstripes after 19 months recovering from Tommy John, I set out to answer that question, and the results are very telling. To find the answer, I've pulled all of his career regular season numbers against every single hitter that has finished in the top 10 of AL or NL MVP voting at least once since 2013, Gerrit's first MLB season. That group of MVPs and near MVPs amounts to 102 players, 95 of which Cole has faced at least once in the regular season. I'll be sharing these numbers with you and then seeing how they stack up relative to both his cumulative career pitching stats and the batter's cumulative hitting stats thus far, to ultimately identify how dominant Gerrit Cole is or isn't against tough competition. Of course, the premise is not an exact science, as it hits several obvious shortfalls, such as these 95 batters not being a complete reflection of the league's best hitters, and Gerrit having naturally faced certain hitters more often than others. It's not perfect, but it's a strong and unique snapshot of how he handles elite bats. So let's get to it. The group of 95 players that Cole has faced is made up of 59 right-handed hitters, 31 lefties, and 5 switch hitters, that you would assume hit from the left side of the plate when facing the righty Cole. Thus far in his MLB career, Gerrit has faced these hitters 1,646 times. 1,505 of those plate appearances counted as at-bats, and in those at-bats the opposition picked up 379 hits, good for a .252 average. 52 of those hits left the yard, which equals out to a home run in 3.2% of their total plate appearances. They've drawn a free pass off him 114 times, 6.9% of their total plate appearances. And Cole has punched them out 393 times, 23.9% of their PAs. As you would expect, given the elevated skill sets of this isolated talent pool, all these numbers come in less favorable than what Gerrit has collectively held everyone he's faced to over his MLB career thus far. As of the end of 2024, the last time that Gerrit has pitched, he has held all opponents to an impressive .225 average, has served up a home run 2.8% of the time, has issued a walk 6.4% of the time, and has picked up a K 28.6% of the time. But to better understand Cole's effectiveness versus them, let's see how their numbers against Cole compare to their cumulative career numbers against all pitchers. These 95 players have a combined career regular season batting average of .272, 20 points more than what Gerrit has held them to. They have a combined career home run rate of 4%, 0.8% higher than what Cole has surrendered. They have a combined walk rate average of 9.4%, 2.5% higher than Gerrit has issued. And most notably, they have a 20% average strikeout rate, 3.9% lower than what Cole has accomplished against them. So, overall, Cole has undoubtedly pitched them tough, which is impressive when you also consider that these 95 players are responsible for 23.3% of the hits, 24% of the home runs, and 22.8% of the walks he has surrendered over his 12-year career so far. But they've also been his strikeout victim in 17.5% of his total punchies. Of course, there are certain players that have hit him well, most notably JT Realmuto, who is 11 for 20 lifetime against him, a .550 average with a home run. Nolan Arenado, who is 10 for 22, a .455 average with 3 long balls. And Yandy Diaz, who is tied for the most career hits against them with 14 in his 44 at-bats, good for a .318 average with 2 home runs. And there are those who have struggled, including his now teammate Paul Goldschmidt, who is 3 for 23 with 7 strikeouts, Matt Chapman, who is 6 for 39 off of him with 17 punchouts, and most notably slugger Matt Olson, who is still looking for his first hit off of him despite having 23 chances. So if you are wondering whether Gerrit Cole's dominance is inflated by weaker hitters, it's not. Even when you isolate the best bats in baseball, he still wins the matchup, which makes his return from Tommy John even more interesting. Because if this version of Cole shows up again, the Yankees aren't just getting their ace, they're getting a guy who neutralizes the best hitters in the sport. For more videos like this, be sure to now watch the one I did on Shohei Ohtani's pitching numbers against elite competition, or the comparison video I did between Ohtani and Judge when it comes to facing the league's best arms. And of course, if you enjoy data-driven MLB content like this, be sure to subscribe, since there is plenty more to come.